Rick Dollar here for the Rick Dollar Show. And if you can't get us on our 30 affiliates across the U.S. and Canada, I like to say that, Canada, without the problems that we're having in politics. Anyway, if you can't get us on any of that, go to iHeartRadio, Spotify. And if you go to any of those, it'll shoot you over to Amazon Music. Apple Podcasts. We're everywhere. So anyway, these guys make me nervous in a good way, man. We got Todd, Eric, and Brian from Full Chord with us today.
Howdy, Rick.
I was getting ready to say you guys got to act excited. And I know, interviewed Becky not long ago, and it sounded like she went to sleep. I thought that was a great introduction, So what's going on, fellas? Looks like y'all doing a little rehearsing today. Am I correct?
Today's rehearsal day.
Wow. Is this like the same day every week or?
Oh, no.
No, just whenever you can get it done. I got you, man. I totally understand that,
yep.
Man. Well, how have you guys been doing? I mean, I haven't seen you guys in a while, but you've been making some music, and we're going to talk about that too. But is everybody doing all right?
Yeah, can't complain.
Yeah, that's great. Absolutely. Big plans. I know of one big plan that we're going to talk about. You guys are playing Merle Fest this year. That's exciting. Yeah,
man.
Yeah, we are really excited for that.
What made you want to? I mean, did they just call you guys and say, "Hey, look, we got an open spot. We need Full Chord here, man"?
Yeah. They had a shortage of bands. They didn't know what to
do. Somehow, I don't believe that. Okay, I've seen you guys play, and it's I know what you do in the studio because I've heard it. And, I'll put it this way. The guys from Dark Shadow wouldn't be messing with you guys if they didn't see something in you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I
mean, it's Merle Fest is kind of a dream come true. I've been to 20 of them. This
wow.
was my 21st Merle Fest.
Holy crap.
And always wanted to play there. I mean, it's always like every time I go to like the main stage, like, man, it'd be awesome to be up there someday playing, like.
Yeah, it's always been a bucket list for me. I mean, Eric and I have been going for forever, and we've ever since I've known him, we've gone almost every year.
Well, we knew he went and I went before we even knew each other.
Yep.
No kidding.
Yeah. He had like 6 years under his belt. I had like 5 or something. We didn't know each other at that time.
Yeah.
Brian is being quiet over there for some reason.
I'm just letting these guys go, man, because I haven't been to Merle Fest yet.
I know what the problem is, and this is just my observation. It's the hat. It's the hat that you have on.
Yeah, because
because we were all thinking, "Oh my God, look at Detroit's football team! They're unreal this year." And I'm an Eagles fan, and I apologize for bringing that up, but
I've been in deep sorrow ever since then.
I don't know. I was thinking about that when I saw you. I was like, "Oh man, do I say something or do I not?" Hey, I'm an Eagles fan, so I have the same problems that you do sometimes. We just played good last year.
Oh man,
okay? And they were just ready to win the Super Bowl. That's all there was to it.
I honestly didn't see it in the Eagles like towards the end of the season. I was like, I don't know if they're for real, but man, they're for real. Like they were coached so well, and it was really nice to see them just trounce on the Chiefs.
Yeah, I know. I loved every second of that. But when they got to halftime, I was like, am I dreaming?
Yeah.
There's a 0 on that side of the board. What's the deal?
Yeah. The score, I mean, I think Kansas City scored 22, but those are just ancillary points, man. It was a blowout from minute one.
I'm telling you, it was crazy. It was crazy. All right, now we're off football. Let's get back on the music. Yeah. So Merle Fest is going to rock with you guys there. Now, which stage are you guys going to be at?
We're playing main stage, and we're playing the Walker Center as well.
Wow. Okay, that's good. They're gonna get a nice big dose of what Full Chord does. That's for sure.
Yeah, man.
This new single. Let's talk about this new single. Now, how? Where did this come about? I mean, did one of you guys write this song, or what was the deal?
This tune came from a really great friend of ours by the name of Luke Gitchell.
Mm-hmm.
And he's written a lot of songs, and we've recorded some of his tunes, like Yard Boss.
Oh yeah, I love that.
Yeah, so he wrote that. It's a great tune. He wrote that one as well.
Always Look My Way.
Yep. And this tune, Annie Moved On. It's a tune that he wrote, back when I first met him back in the 90s. So it's got kind of a 90s vibe to it.
Yeah.
To me, yeah, it's so it's just a lovely tune, and a lovely heartbreak tune. And I've always done it in my solo act and stuff, and then Full Chord started doing it. So yeah, and then we take it over to Mojan's house and record it, and it's got a sparkle on it now.
Yeah.
God, I know, man. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
I interviewed him not long ago, and we were talking about why people want to record, with him and with what he does. And he couldn't really come up with anything. But I don't know what it is either. But the man's got the magic in his fingers. I don't know. But you can't do that unless you start with good stuff in the beginning. Keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, right on. Yeah. Yeah. He's not trying to polish a turd or anything. He's
that was good. That'll make the highlight reel.
But he gets good performances out of you, especially vocally.
Yeah.
Like for me personally, it's the best I've ever sang on records is when I'm at Mojan's place.
Wow.
So he really is a good vocal coach, and I've never had a vocal coach. So yeah. And then, band wise, just arrangements, everything. Yeah. He's just a really great producer and engineer.
He knows how to pull it out of you for sure.
Yeah. He's got a good set of ears.
And that's that's what it takes. I mean, I hear a lot of these guys. I can tell some people when they've produced a record for somebody, and the whole thing is exactly what you're saying. Being able to pull out what he sees that you have that you may not even know that you have.
Mm-hmm.
That's the big thing. I was talking to Carl Jackson one time, and I was like, I don't know, dude. I don't think I could sing. He's like, I don't know. I got some software in there that make you be able to sing.
Yeah.
but you gotta have the good stuff first. You can't just bring him anything. But well, what are you guys looking at as far as a getting out on the road and touring a little bit? I mean, other than Merle Fest, and I mean, are you doing just festivals this year, or what are you doing?
Well, April is starting off with some recording.
Mm-hmm.
So we've been rehearsing and getting that stuff ready to go for the studio, and so there's a week of time there that we'll be down in Nashville and recording that stuff.
Right.
Then off to Merle Fest and then get things underway.
The thing about going to Nashville and doing something like that, everybody says stuff about Nashville, but there's just something about that place. I mean, when I go, it excites me. It makes me happy to be there because, you feel like you're in a city full of like-minded people.
Yeah.
I'll put it that way.
Yeah.
They're either trying to do what you're doing right now, or they're trying to do better than you are 5 years from now.
Yep.
So I think that it's the challenge of just being around these people. And it's just, as long as you act like a sponge, dude.
Yep.
Breathe it all in. Because
as long as you don't go down to Broadway on Friday night.
Yeah, I didn't say drink. I didn't say drink it all in. I said breathe it all in. But it can get ugly down there.
Good.
Chairs flying and stuff like that. But anyway, that's a whole different interview.
Yeah.
But I'm really, really happy for you guys because I see 3 different people than I saw the first time I talked to you guys.
Yeah.
And
you saying I put on weight?
Sort of. But anyway. No, but I see people that are interested in what they're doing to another level or two than what you were doing before.
Yep. Yeah.
Because no matter what you're doing, you can work yourself to death and say, gosh, why is this not happening? Or why is this not happening? Or that not happening? But it's sometimes you just got to step back, take a deep breath, and be around some people. And it just seems to click sometimes when it's supposed to.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Just keep working at it. That's, everyone always says that, but at this point, we're all in our late 40s, some of us early 50s. So, at this point,
I ain't saying nothing.
I'm not really good at doing anything else, so I got to keep playing mandolin.
That's it, man. And you are one heck of a mandolin player. Let me tell you that, dude.
Thank you.
Gosh.
Yeah. I guess when we were talking to Mojin a while back too, he's like, every time we do something, it has to be better. Yeah. You know,
see there,
but it should be really. I mean,
yeah,
it should be. Everything. The next album should be better than the last. The next one, there should always be a forward progression there.
Yeah, I think that's the problem sometimes of musicians and producers and whoever is that are in this business. Sometimes they get complacent and they'll sit there and they'll say, oh, yeah, that was a great record. Yeah, that'll do me for a year or two. No, it shouldn't. It should not do you till next week or the next time the next time you sit down to do this. It should be something to work forward to and surpass. But it's easy to get that way in this business. People telling you, oh, you're great and love what you do, and you go out and play a show somewhere and people are clapping for you and they love what you do when you hit that solo, man, or whatever you're doing. But it's you guys seem to be, you're going forward, you're growing more, and no matter how old you are, doesn't matter what your age is, because you
guys will eventually.
Yeah, when you got to put a walker up there to get to the microphone. But I don't think that's gonna happen anytime soon. So
no,
definitely not.
Yeah, man, it's fun stuff.
Well, yeah. What are your plans? I mean, you're already hooked up with Dark Shadow.
Yeah,
great label. We've already talked about Stephen Mojin, how he's got the magic in his fingers, man, and you guys are providing a good product. So
currently we really are. We're hyper focused on this new album because we got some new tunes, a handful of tunes that no one's ever heard except, the people that sit in on rehearsals with us. So we're super excited about that.
Yeah.
And we have some we're excited to become, to really take the Michigan band thing seriously, do some more, because we've lost a lot of festivals up here in Michigan, just like festivals all over the country. So we're excited to become more of a household name in Michigan,
there you go.
So that's one thing. Of course, we'll gig and play everywhere, wherever we can, all over the country, but yeah, focusing on some local stuff is cool too, because there's a lot of great venues.
Oh yeah, I can only imagine. You guys are from up there. There's a lot of guys that are from that area, and we're not going to talk about the obvious, but I mean, because he's filling arenas, and this is the only guy that made me buy a 2-day ticket because he's coming to Savannah, and it's only like I don't know, about 3 weeks from now.
Yep.
And I was like, that's a lot of money, but I'm thinking, yeah, but probably in those 2 days, Billy's not going to pay. He's not going to play the same song.
No.
With no opener. And
right.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, it just blows my mind. I've been to a lot of festivals, a lot of shows, and I'm used to being courted a little bit. And hey, what you sit here in the back and watch the show or whatever. But I had to buy tickets to this.
Oh yeah.
But that's got to be a lot of fun. And you know what you're doing as far as the Michigan area goes, dude. There's a ton of talent up there.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
surprisingly so. Yes.
but where are they going? I mean, are they just staying where they are, or they're not on the same boat you guys are on? I'll put it that way, because you guys are on a train that's rolling.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I guess when I say this area, I also mean like Midwest, like Wisconsin's cool, man.
Yeah.
Like we just did some shows in Wisconsin last
December.
Yeah, like a few months ago. And it's cool, man. You know, like it's easy to focus on the West Coast or the East Coast or go down south or something, but like, you know, Wisconsin, Illinois, Michigan, so
Indiana. Yeah. Yeah, I've got actually I don't know what these guys have got going, but like I'm actually teaching for the first time at a Midwest Banjo Camp coming up in June.
Wow.
Down in Indiana. I think it's at Manchester University. So that'll be a lot of fun. And I know Brian's got stuff that he's teaching. Well, and we're starting to get into that a little bit, where we've you know, some of the guys around here are like, hey man, can you show me what you guys are doing, because you guys, I want to know. You know,
because it's working, man. They're, you know.
Yeah, I think the other thing of, you know, like Michigan bluegrass bands staying in Michigan, I think there's safety in that.
Yeah, I guess so.
There's a sense of safety staying close to home, where venturing out and doing other things, you know, there's no guarantees. It's high risk, you know, and it's like, I think for a lot of bands, it's safer to stay close to home.
At least right now.
Yeah.
I see that.
Plane tickets, rental car, and all your gear, and
at least today. But that's not to say we're not traveling. We are traveling. We're going out to the West Coast in August,
Labor Day weekend
in August, and so
yeah.
Man, there's nothing wrong with the West Coast, dude. They all got their own kind of bluegrass, you know.
Yep,
they do.
Our show goes out on, you know, and starts out in Bakersfield, California, but then we go up to Washington State and then all the way across the country. And it just seems to me that, you know, what you guys are doing though is working in the majority of these markets. You know, if you think about it.
Yeah.
Because
we were looking at a thing, and I think it was Colorado, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think we had more fans in Colorado
than anywhere else.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you.
Oh.
So, you know, I know what you mean. I mean, we're still trying to break open a radio station in Colorado. There's so many different strains of bluegrass. I call them strains of bluegrass. I don't know why, but it's all exactly. But it's all through there, dude. I mean, it's like you can go from extreme Americana to, you know, a Ralph Stanley tune the next one. I mean, I've listened to some of these stations and I'm like, wow, how do you find what's what? You don't. You just do what you do, and the rest will take care of itself, you know?
Yeah.
I'll have to say that.
It's interesting for sure. Definitely.
Man. Well, guys, I'm just going to tell you something, man. I was, I think the camera kicked on while you guys were over there jamming. I was having some fun on this side.
Oh, yeah. So that's one of the new tunes you heard.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, you know, Andy Moved On is a great tune. What's going to be your next one you're going to kick out? You think? Or can you share that?
That's up to Mogen.
Oh, okay, I got you.
A little bit.
I understand.
I don't think that decision has been made yet, really.
Yeah, but it is coming soon. We're, I think,
probably in June
is what I heard. So yeah, our next one will be out June timeframe. It'll be something. I don't know. I'm hoping it's one of the I'm sure it'll be good. I know it'll be good. It's just,
I'm sure it will. But if you guys had to pick amongst yourselves right now, all three of you, what would be your next favorite tune that you guys have put together?
I mean, for me, it'd either be Hubris or the other one.
Probably Muse.
Muse, yeah.
We have a new tune called How a Muse Gets By. Actually, we don't even know what to call it yet. Is it just called Muse? Or is it How a Muse Gets By or something? But
it's very Hartfordy.
Oh, really? Yeah, that's good.
It's got a very strong Hartford feel to it. It's a lot of fun.
Wow.
Yeah, it sure does.
Dude was a genius, you know?
Yep.
Gosh.
Yeah. I question people that don't like John Hartford.
Yeah. And you're like, what do you eat for breakfast?
Yeah.
Or what do you drink for lunch? Because you're not even close. But no, I mean, John Hartford has changed music so many different ways over the years too, you know, and that's the weird part, because a lot of people don't even understand when you start talking about John Hartford because they haven't listened to it enough. But
yeah,
the beauty of where you guys are, you have this regional thing about John Hartford too. It's I'm not sure how to even say this. It's something that you just feel when you hear one of his tunes, you know.
Yeah.
It's kind of like people used to do with Doc Watson. They would hear Doc Watson and they would be like, oh yeah. You know, and those are mostly North Carolina people.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So it's I'm so glad there's guys like that, man. I mean, if Ralph Stanley and those guys hadn't done what they did, you know, music wouldn't have changed in that respect any at all. So, geez.
And then the other one I was talking about, the Hubris tune's very, it's got a Billy Strings feel, I would say.
Oh, really?
It's
who's that?
I don't know.
For the record, I didn't mention his name. Okay. No, those guys are great. You know, his people have been extremely good to me and good to us. And it's just a great bunch of people to deal with.
Yeah.
And he's extremely generous with his success.
Very humble.
And he's told the truth. I mean, a lot of guys, I see him go in interviews and they just like polish it up and throw it out there. But this is a guy that said, you know, all the things he said about his, you know, first part of his life. And it's like, hey, this is me. And you can do this too. You can be better. You can succeed. You can do what you need to do for life, you know, in life for the people that you love. And I mean, I love the record he did with his dad, you know. Those guys they were just like sitting around picking, hey, remember this song we used to do, you know? And you know, now he's jumping into the country music genre. You know, Zach Top is a friend of mine. I interviewed Zach years ago when he would come in from working on construction, crack open a Coors Light, put it on his desk and talk to me. You know, and that was so good to see a lot of these artists that just regular people. It reminds people that no matter who you are or what you do, there's a place for you, you know, in this music.
Yes.
So,
very true. Very true.
Yeah. So you guys are something else. Man, I'm serious.
You hear that a lot.
Man, it's well, yeah. I used to get that from my wife too. Hey, you're something else. What does that mean, honey? I have no idea. You know. But anyway, but no, you guys are just seem like you're friends and you work together so well. I mean, you gel on stage, and I mean, it's I don't know. It's just a joy to sit and watch you guys.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, man.
Certainly appreciate that. Yeah, we try to have fun on stage, and I always say, you know, if we're having fun, the audience is having fun.
Exactly, and they know if you're not.
They do. Yeah, they do.
Man, I've seen some people before, and you're like, "Wow, what's wrong with those guys?" Somebody dirtied up somebody's cornflakes or something, you know.
Yeah,
bad sometimes. Well, guys, I appreciate you very much. I love talking to you guys. You're just great people, and I can't wait to catch you out on the road somewhere this year. We're gonna be out. We're gonna be out quite a bit, but you know, sometimes I just like to get away from everything. You know, sometimes I'll just leave my phone in the car.
Yeah,
just go into a festival and walk around.
Good idea.
Yeah, and suck it all up, you know, and just think, gosh, this is why I love this.
Yeah. That's what I love about Girlfest. I had no signal.
Oh man, it's great.
Perfect. Oh, dude,
I know.
Awesome. A week without my phone, it's like, hell yeah. And then once I get the signal driving down the road, also it's like ping, 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 ping.
You have 35 messages.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's one thing that I've had to learn to do. I mean, I turned you guys. I'm older than all you guys. I mean, I'm 56.
We're catching.
Yeah. I'm close.
Yeah, but but I want to tell you something. I have learned a few lessons. You know, doing what we do and all that stuff is great. But man, it's just you got to get back to it. You got to get back to the basis of why we love bluegrass and why you guys are even performing what you're doing.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, I'm gonna let you guys get back to what you were doing because, damn, it sounded good. You know what I mean?
It's nice to talk to you, Rick.
Man, it's good to lay eyes on you guys, man, just to make sure everybody's okay. You know?
Yeah,
that's right.
You're still on the right side of the dirt. So,
that's right. That's what my grandfather used to tell me.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I appreciate you. Thanks for being on the show, and we're gonna put you back on there as soon as we can.
Thank you.
Thank
hey,
you,
one more thing. This is off the record.
Okay.
Todd's comment
listen closely. He said this was off the record.
Todd's comment about the song being like a Billy String song.
Yeah.
Did not publish that. Because it's nothing like a Billy String song.
I got you. Yeah, Mr. Apostle does his own thing, and I still am just looking for the formula, man. If I knew what that formula was, I could sell it and be very rich.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, well, you guys be good, man. I miss you guys, and we'll get together. I promise you that.
Heck yeah, man.
See you,
all right. Rick Dollar here for the Rick Dollar Show, and I've been with the guys from Full Chord.